Thank you very much, everyone, and welcome once again into the Jungle Room. As we turn the corner to summer here in the United States, thousands of Elvis fans here and around the world are putting the finishing touches on their pilgrimage to Memphis and Graceland to celebrate Elvis Week. Whether you are a rookie attending Elvis Week for the very first time, or a seasoned veteran of the yearly gathering for Elvis fans, the excitement level of attending Elvis Week is rising faster than the temperature of a hot August Memphis day. But, despite all the excitement and anticipation of Elvis Week, there is one question that every fan is asking themselves. How am I going to afford everything in Memphis? And thanks to the good people at Elvis Presley Enterprises, they are making that question harder and harder to answer with the outrageous prices that they are charging fans for the privilege of attending Elvis Week. As I peruse the list of events that have been assembled for fans attending Elvis Week this year, my focus keeps being drawn not to the variety of events being held, but the enormous prices that Elvis Presley Enterprises is charging the fans to attend these events. Now I understand completely that EPE is a business, and, like any good business, they need to make a profit. And let's face it, to EPE, Elvis Week is a business. But is it really necessary to charge fans $33 a person for the privilege of eating a Sunday brunch in the Automobile Museum while listening to Elvis's gospel music and watching videos on the museum movie screen? Yes, I realize that the Gospel Brunch, as this event is called, is a way for Elvis fans to visit with each other while enjoying a meal in an Elvis-laden atmosphere. But $33 worth of atmosphere? This is just one example of the astronomical prices being charged to fans in attendance for Elvis Week. Perhaps you are thinking to yourself, that really isn't a bad price for the opportunity to have a brunch with other Elvis fans and friends. Okay. Then what about the event dubbed Club Elvis? Your opportunity to enjoy an evening with your fellow Elvis fans while listening to a disc jockey play Elvis's music. The price? Only $25. Oh, and did I mention that there is a bar that you can enjoy your favorite beverages at throughout the evening? Only one small issue. It's a cash bar and not included in your $25 admittance price to Club Elvis. But the prime example of just how outrageous the prices at Elvis Week are? How about an evening with the Memphis Symphony Orchestra as they perform Elvis's music, even performing with Elvis for segments of the show? Sound exciting? Want a good seat for the show? Then get ready to shell out $125 per ticket. Well, yes, they have room in the cheap seats too, for a mere $45 per ticket. Oh, and did I mention that according to the Elvis Week portion of Elvis.com, there is a $4.50 per transaction service fee for each ticket order placed through Graceland. Again, I realize that EPE is a business, and it certainly costs them money to organize such elaborate events for Elvis fans to enjoy. However, EPE really needs to take a moment to stop and realize that a majority of the fans that attend the Elvis Week festivities have already spent hundreds, or in some cases, thousands of dollars just to make the trip to Memphis. Is lowering the ticket prices for fans to enjoy these events really too much to ask of EPE? Of course, you can argue that if Elvis fans can't afford it, they just shouldn't go. Naturally, that is a valid point, but it appears to me that EPE is simply taking advantage of the Elvis fans that do choose to attend Elvis Week by charging such outlandish prices for these Elvis Week events. And by continuing to do this year after year, EPE quite possibly might be pricing the fans right out of their business. And without the fans, where will EPE be? Finally, one has to wonder, exactly what would Elvis himself think of his namesake company turning away his fans because they can't afford to attend the Elvis Week festivities, the very events that have been assembled to honor his legacy. A special thanks to TCB World member Cameron for bringing this topic into the Jungle Room. All commentary expressed within the confines of the Jungle Room are the sole opinion of Jungle Room 76 and do not necessarily reflect the views of other members or moderators of the TCB World Forum. Questions or comments about this commentary can be directed to me, Jungle Room 76, via the private message service on the TCB World Forum. Thank you for your continued support of TCB World, and until our next trip into the jungle room, God bless and TCB.